Now, before we continue, let's take a quick look at this unique prop firm. We all know that trading with minimal capital can be a pain, especially when you want to take advantage of commodities or indices with those massive movements. So that's why we've partnered with Forex Prop Firm. So they funded up to $2 million with a profit split of up to 90%. That really caught our attention. So all you need to do is complete a challenge and verification stage and get started. Now the beauty with these guys is the objectives are actually achievable. So with 4 different capital options to choose from, there is also room for growth. So get on board, check out their dashboard and trading tools offered, and quickly accelerate your trading career. Now, another thing that caught our eye is an instant funding model that is available. So you basically skip 2 sections, then immediately get funded. This means you start making some gains from the get-go. So check them out on the link on the description below and read up on them.
Good day, traders. Hoping that everybody's doing well today. Let's see what we've got on the market and what we can take advantage of. Do drop some pairs on the side there. Drop your questions on the side there, and I will try my best to answer to the best of my knowledge. Okay, so just before we start, I'm gonna go into, let me just see, but I think I removed it. I'm not sure if I did. Yeah, we're still here. Okay, cool. So starting from yesterday's setup that we did on the Trading Night Live session, I'm going to hop into the US 30 and then we'll see what we can grab from it and see what we can take advantage of and hopefully get this to the next level. So what we have here was a setup that I was a bit reluctant to get into, and only looking at structure from this current price action here. We're basically trying to see, once that price breaks this level here, take some of this liquidity here, it'll potentially go to the top, grab an order there, and then drop to the bottom again. So there's a bit of a setup that may take a minute, but it will most likely happen, and when it does, we will be waiting for it. I think you guys already know that that's usually how we take advantage of our setups. So I will have an alert right there for this one. I didn't start this from scratch because I already did it yesterday. Just wanted to get it out the way. So if you guys if you're in the bootcamp or if you're in the advanced signals channel, you should be able to follow us in this setup and hopefully get a decent move into it. So let me just move this back up a bit. There we go. So I will be posting some of these, and then you guys can follow the chain of thought. So when price, I'm going to explain it again. When price goes up to the top, you should get an alert here. This will be a bit of a risky setup. So if you use a limit order, it will kick you out. So what you want to do is when price gets here, you want to come into the price and start watching what it does inside the zones until you start seeing something along these lines. Then only then do you get in. But until this happens, you don't do it. Another approach is that when price gets into this level, you wait for it to go to the 50% zone. Then when it gets here, you set up a sell stop and just wait for it to be triggered, and of course tank from there. But what I want to do is to refine this stop loss range. It's a bit big. It's a bit too big, and we both don't like doing setups that could give a potential of 3R. You want it to go a bit higher, and that gives you room to breathe. It gives you a chance to get out of a setup if it works against you. So let's see if you can't find something in the lower time frames. An unmitigated OP should be that one over there. There we go. So now that's where our setup will be. Just have to refine it now so we can have a better SL range, which gives us better room to breathe, and you're out of the trade very quick, relatively quick. So you should be fine from there. So this is how we'll be approaching this setup. I hope it makes sense, guys. Don't forget to like the stream, and of course don't forget to share the stream so we can definitely have a good way forward and grow our channel. Of course, do drop the pairs that you guys want me to check out for you. Drop those pairs on the side there and we'll definitely check them. Gold. Now with gold, yesterday you lost this trade. Let me just mark it quickly. This was a loss. It happens. Hopping onto the daily. Now hopping onto the daily. Okay, so the daily, we are still in a bit of a decent setup because we did get this massive BOS over here, which means in essence we're still waiting for price to come back into this region or that one over there. This is our trading range from here to the top here. So anything above here works. So moving forward, what you'd want to see, I'm gonna go into the lower time frames. I'm gonna mark this as a potential setup for one of these days. So we can take it from this zone here, from this one here, or from this one. So ideally, go for the most extreme. I will leave it on the 4 hour, and then once price does get into this level, we can potentially start looking at it and start looking at a good sell from there. So let's try to take advantage of that. Okay, now moving forward onto the lower time frames, we did have this BOS over here as well. We did have this happening, and then once we got that, we are waiting for a decent retracement into an area anywhere in here. And if we do drop into the lower time frames, you can start seeing some OBs we could use, and I'm already spotting this one over here. Slightly got tapped into, and then we will have something along these lanes, and of course we'll wait for price to get in that zone and then refine it further, and then once it's refined, we can get a potential setup using momentum as well. So we'll have something like that. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Maybe something like that. Okay. Beautiful. And then moving forward, hopping onto the USD Swiss franc. Nothing decent. Then I'm just gonna cover 2 more setups, and then definitely wait for the setups to play out. Bitcoin, we are still waiting for it to get into this area. Until it gets here, guys, we are not touching it. We're not playing with it. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for it to do that for us. And then UCAD, still waiting. NZD/USD, still waiting. But now this one, it definitely didn't come back to our region here at the top, so we are gonna close it. We are gonna literally close it, erase everything there. We'll definitely check it out sometime. So that's where we are. Okay, so sorry about that. Just trying to plug my other monitor in there. And then NZ USD JPY, nothing there. I'm just looking for 2 more setups for you guys. And this one played with our emotions yesterday. We did get something out of it, but yeah, it kept just swinging and swinging back and forth onto our setups here, and while ranging. So we are definitely going to be out of this one here. We won't be focusing on it anytime soon, but I'll come back for the bigger time frames for the bootcamp students and take it from there. Guys, don't forget to like the stream. US oil. Okay, so now with this one, this was a beautiful setup that we got, by the way, as well. With this one, looking at the hourly, let me just go to the hourly. Actually, now let's increase it a bit. Okay, so ideally, I want to wait for a break here. I think that's the first thing. First things first, wait for the break there and let this zone hold. So if this zone breaks while this one is holding, I will get into a sell. But if not, there is this that's happening now. Just show you now quickly. So you see this push to the upside, retracement, push to the upside. So now we're not sure if it'll break or not, because it formed a bit of a lower high here and retracing. Because now some people will ask, why am I not just going up with it from the zone? So that's why I'm saying I'll wait for a break here to see that on the lower time frames, am I going to be seeing something along these lanes and a retracement and to the bottom side or not. If I don't, that's still fine. Hopping onto the daily, we are in a range, so we're not going to entertain that one. And then NZD CHF, we could potentially be seeing something in this range, but now I'm not liking that. Good morning, MBE. I'm not liking that zone there, but I will be focusing on this one here. It'll just be a bit of a short move. I need an OB here. This one has been mitigated. This is a difficult one. Okay, let's see. See if we can catch. I'll probably focus on this mitigated one here, but now it's not really a good one to use. Not a good one to use at all. Something like this. It's a bit tricky. It's very, very tricky. Okay, let's see. Have a setup here. Have another one here. This one will probably trigger today. So I'm going to mark it as well. Okay, so that's what we have. And then moving forward onto the last setup. So this is a setup that was done yesterday. I don't know who caught this one. But yeah, it worked out pretty decent. Pretty decent. Okay. Anyway, moving forward, we'll wait for a break. Oh, there was a break of structure here. But we'll see how that works out. So I'm going to do the last one, guys. I'm going to do EU and AU. I'll just do both those two. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. Don't forget to like the stream so we can keep growing. Okay, AUDUSD. I don't like this noise here. What's happening here? Those are things that really put me off. But let's just go to a higher time frame and see what we can find. This one didn't trigger. When we got to the stop, to the midpoint here, we cancelled it. This is one of the reasons why we prefer ensuring that we confirm our trades and we use momentum inside. We don't use limit orders. We always avoid limit orders, guys. Limit orders really really will get you kicked out of setups. And yeah, you'll miss a lot. You'll miss, but believe me, you're better missing trades than taking losses. That's something that you must really get into. Okay, and then we've got Euro USD. I think I did set up something here yesterday. Okay, let's see on the hourly. Yeah, this zone is still holding. We still have a very sensitive area here. And then let's go even lower and see what we can find in the lower time frames. It's just all over the place. Yeah, just all over the place, guys. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what the 4 hours looking like. And then the daily. Yeah, so with Euro USD, I'll actually just stay out of it, stay away from it until I see clear price action. Usually I keep saying to the guys that if you're going to trade these setups, always make sure that you fall or you use clean price action setups that really do reveal themselves, not ones that you will create yourselves. Those that will definitely not work for you. And that's actually how we will leave it now. So for the day, those are the ones that I have shared with you guys, these 3 pairs. I'll drop them on the Telegram channel, then you guys can follow them. And then I'll just do the rest now for the advanced signals channel. And drop me a Telegram or inbox me to check out our prop firm series, to check out our pool funds program that we're running now, where we basically targeting prop firms and getting as much funding as possible, and of course splitting that in the group. Okay, so happy trading, guys. Do check out the bootcamp, the Wushu, and you'll be good. Cheers.